Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the first update for Deck of Panning 2024. This is a project that I created, which is based around a game board and a deck of cards. I was inspired by Books with Maddie's TBR game, and she is linked down below, though hasn't been uploading for some time. I had laid out this cute top I was going to wear today to film this update, and I just can't do it, you guys. It is like -20 degrees Celsius and I am not cut out for the cold. I am freezing. So I'm wearing this really cozy, super ugly sweater because it is nice and warm, so don't mind me. I do have a rollout I'm excited to share with you, though if you watched my introduction, I'm sure it will be no surprise. If you would like the rundown on this project pan, all of the rules, how to play, because it's not necessarily super intuitive, though if you watch videos from myself or other creators, you can catch on pretty quick. But if you do want a full how-to, I will link my introduction and how-to video in my description box and you can head over and watch that. Before I share my progress with you, I will pop in a picture of what the game board is looking like for February. I do switch this up every single month, so if you draw the same card repeatedly, aside from the face cards, it will be a different prompt each time. I'm going to try and keep this video a little short and sweet so that I can get it up to you ASAP. And the first product I have to share with you was for the prompt seasonal, and I chose the Body Shop Coconut Body Butter. I will insert a picture of what it looked like last time. My goal was to finish this, and I chose this product because I only use body butters in the winter time, or else they just feel much too heavy for my skin. I used it 5 times and was able to completely finish it off. Only maybe 2 of those were a full body application, and the other 3 times I put it on my feet and then put socks on because my feet are feeling so dry and gross. I've had this for years and years and I'm really happy to finally have it gone. I actually have another one that is brand new but also very, very old that I'm going to dip into while it's still very cold outside, because I'm pretty sure it will be my last body butter in my collection if I'm not mistaken. The next card I pulled was Peach Fuzz, which is in reference to the Pantone color of the year, and for that, a little on the nose, but I chose the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. This is my oldest foundation currently, and I would really like to have this finished before the end of the year. And I did use this 12 times in the last month and estimate to be right above the peach. This is one of those airless pump style products, so it will just gradually get thinner and thinner until it is completely gone. 12 uses is pretty good for me. That isn't quite every time I did my makeup because I was using something else a couple times, but I do my makeup roughly around like half the days of the month, so I think that's pretty good for reaching for this and it being my focus. So ironically, the shade Porcelain is a touch too peachy for my skin tone, so I guess it counts for the prompt for that as well. But my goal is to finish this. I think this is going to take quite a long time. For the prompt Influenced, I chose the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. I was influenced to purchase this a million years ago by Kathleen Lights. I am trying to hit pan in the shade Light Cocoa, this lightest shade here. I did use it 13 times since rolling it into this project. I will try and take a picture of the dip, but because of the style of packaging that this is, it's like really hard to get an accurate kind of look at things and how maybe deep or maybe not deep the dip is. I feel like it's pretty substantial and it covers the majority of the pan just in the way that I have been using this. I've been using this to set my concealer. So again, I think I have quite a ways to go on this product. For the prompt eyeshadow, I chose the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette. This was in my winter palette selection, and I have a goal to use this 10 times. This is the palette I have on my eyes today. I have used this 2 times since rolling it into this project. I have been heavily focusing on my project Level Up, and I still haven't found a good rhythm on. I always do this, even when I did like pan those eyeshadows or whatever, like I cannot seem to find a good balance between focusing on eyeshadows I want to hit pan on, but also rotating through the other eyeshadows I have in projects and just other eyeshadows in my collection in general. So I have been hyper focusing on my project Level Up, and eyeshadows in all other projects have been neglected. I haven't been able to incorporate them in a really good way yet, though I think one of the shades I'm trying to hit pan on would go well with this color story. So I have 8 more uses. Ideally, I would like this to roll out in the next, maybe not next month, but the month after that. Like I feel like this will carry me into March really well with the greens, and then even to a little bit of April with the purples and the peach. So while when I look at this, it screams winter to me, I think it lends itself to early spring makeup too. But I do want to get some more use on this because I have discovered I really, really love Cosmic Brushes eyeshadow formula. And lastly, for the prompt favorite color, I chose an eyeliner in the shade Marigold. This is from Colourpop. I love these like yellowy orange kind of colors, and this is a prompt that you could take many different directions. It could be like an aesthetically or like visually appealing color to you on the packaging or the product, or like your favorite eyeshadow color to wear, or your favorite nude lip color to wear. Like you can interpret these prompts however you want. I do have a goal to use this eyeliner 10 times as well, and I've also only used it twice. Again, not really incorporating this well into the eyeshadows I'm panning currently, but I really love this eyeliner. This kind of like showed me what Colourpop gel liners have been for me in the past, and maybe it was just a bit more noticeable because this color is quite bright in my waterline, but this glides on super easily and stays all day long, to the point even if my makeup's been on for hours on end, I need to like with care and a Q-tip and a micellar water or something, like really kind of like rub my waterline to remove it at the end of the day. And these eyeliners are only like $6 or something. Like they're so good. I have some Colourpop gel liners that I have been disappointed with in recent months that I kind of forgot how good they could be, and I think it's because those ones are pretty old, so now I want to revisit them and maybe do some decluttering. But all that's to say is I do have one rollout, which that's perfectly fine with me. I'll be happy with like one rollout in all of my project pan updates as we go along, just to keep things moving a little bit. This was more of a gimme product, and then I have some longer term items in here as well as ones. 10 uses is enough for me that I cannot reach that goal in 1 month's time with all of the projects that I have going on. So I'm really happy with like the selection of goals that I have. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure if anything else feels super easy to roll out next month, so I might have to kind of work hard on it unless I can get another kind of gimme product type item in here. While I shuffle up my deck of cards, I cannot do the bridge, and also when I'm filming here I'm just standing up with nothing in front of me. I'm going to show you once again what the game board is looking like this month. I have not looked very closely at it at all. I think I have finally decided on a Joker product, which hopefully we don't get the Joker, but I like to have a product in back of mind. I didn't get the Joker at all last year, so knock on wood, I have similar luck this year. But I think I have decided on a product that I would really rather not work on, would rather not meet this goal, if that makes sense, but isn't something that I'm going to absolutely hate. I'm going to stop rambling. Let's draw the first card off the top. I cannot believe that that just happened. Touche. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my product and I feel like this is going to be a little bit polarizing, but if you understand my panning style, my panning journey, and the goals that I have for my collection, then hopefully you can understand why I landed on this product for being my joker to start off the year. Now I'm gonna have to think of a second one because God forbid I get it again. I'm still kind of reeling, like, of course, I just should have stopped talking. It's okay. I'm choosing my ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and specifically to finish the shade Tempera. Now, this would be so easy peasy for so many of you. However, the reason this is a joker for me, I have a very low pan percentage in my eyeshadows because I really struggle with hitting pans in my collection. And I have this really stupid fear of finishing an eyeshadow because then it's going to remove a pan in my eyeshadow collection. Do you know what I mean? And this has turned into, like, when watching other people's pan those eyeshadows, when they share pan percentage, and so many of you have such amazing numbers, it's really hard to not compare. Now, it has never affected my personal panning journey, but every time I looked at my pan percentage, I was kind of like, I really want to get that up this year. And that was a goal again for this coming year. My pan percentage is currently at an even 2%. I have an even 1,300 eyeshadows in my collection right now. And in removing this, it's going to remove my pan percentage and remove the number and reduce the number of pans I have showing in my collection. And in order to finish this shade, I'm going to have to use this palette a lot. And it's just a really boring shade to be using. So that is why I've never even attempted to finish it. I had hit pan in it and then was happy to just move along, and I don't really want to return to this, and I don't want to reduce my pan percentage, but I feel like I should because so many others have finished, especially the shade Tempera. They finished it with ease, and I've never ever finished an eyeshadow ever in my life. So I feel like it's a panning goal I should want to achieve, and yet I find myself resistant to that. Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm delusional. Additionally, matte cream shades, I do set my crease, the eyeshadow primer in my crease every single day, and I have been doing a decent job at rotating through my collection to hit pan on those shades in other palettes. I'm currently working on the ABH Sultry palette and in hitting pan in the similar shade to this. And if I'm going to be trying to finish this shade, then I can no longer be aiming to hit pan in the similar shade in my other palettes and rotating through my other eyeshadow palettes in that manner. So I feel like that's a multitude of reasons of why I shouldn't be doing this, and therefore it is the perfect joker product, right? I think this is going to take me quite a long time, in all honesty. I will insert a picture of how big the pan is, and hopefully I can use this opportunity to hit pan in at least one, maybe two more shades in this palette while I have it out. There are 4 pans currently showing in my ABH Modern Renaissance, and I know so many of you have finished this palette, at least most of it, and I just admire you, and I wish I was as efficient of an eyeshadow panner as you are, but this will be my first step, I suppose. and I need to finish an eyeshadow someday, so here we go. I still, like, I got the Joker after I just said I didn't get the Joker at all last year. I deserved that. Okay, so this is not going to be done in 1 month. That is a guarantee. I don't know how deep the pans in this palette is, because I feel like my dip in the pan is quite large, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm super close to hitting pan on it. I'm just going to try and make sure I use this every single time I do my makeup, and other than that, I think my best bet is going to be getting 8 more uses on one of these products in order to have a rollout for next month. So let me know which you think I should focus on. I feel like the yellow could go with some of the warmer toned eyeshadows I am working on, but it's just such high contrast that sometimes it doesn't work for me necessarily every single day, but maybe I can push through and this could be the rollout. I'm not really sure. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed now that I got the Joker, in all honesty. I was really hoping I had like a list of options, not only my 24 makeup products I want to use up in 2024, I'm pointing here because the bin is right here, you can see one product, but I also had some other things that, like, oh, I'm getting close, or I could meet my goal on this really easily. Hopefully I can get a prompt that would work for these products, but alas. The freaking Joker, man. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. I was just humbled by my own project. I deserved it. It's all in good fun. Hopefully I can meet my goal on the Joker someday. Dang it. If you enjoyed this update for Deck of Panning, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!